Morning, Gaffer. How are things?
Morning, yeah, very good, Dan. Bit of freshness in the camp. The lads have had a few days extra rest, and disappointing to miss Saturday's game against Accrington, but again, really excited now for Tuesday night.
I was going to ask, I know you're very disappointed not to be able to play, you always are, especially when we're in good form, but is it a little bit of a blessing to have had a few days for everyone to recover and regroup and go again?
Yeah, it is, to be fair, because the distance the lads put in against Doncaster was very good. Obviously now they've set the bar high, the standards, and they've got to go and replicate that again. They know that. We've got some freshness in them, give them an extra day's rest in terms of day off, and they had the things to do to make sure that they were right. They've been in yesterday and today, and then we're looking forward to a good test against Swindon. But we're hoping that it has done us the world of good, to be honest. We'll find out Tuesday night. But yeah, there's a lot of games coming thick and fast, so I think when you can get an extra day there or anywhere, then it's going to be important that we make sure we use it.
You obviously had a rare Saturday afternoon without being on the touchline. How did you spend the day?
I actually went to watch Fleetwood against Oxford. Yeah, me and my lad, so that was good to get in there. Obviously we played them in 3 games time, and Nance went to watch Swindon. So we were out working, yeah. She was doing the bits and bobs you need to do on the computer and whatnot with Jimmy, and we were out watching games. So yeah, it was rare, and you're kicking every ball watching the games. But again, you've got to take these games in. You've got to make sure that you're prepared right, and it was an opportunity for me to go to Fleetwood and watch them. Good team, Oxford as well. So again, we've got to make sure that we do the right things.
Do you think that might give you some sort of, even it might be a small one, but some sort of competitive advantage from having seen other teams firsthand when they obviously didn't get that opportunity necessarily with you?
Yeah, of course. I think anytime we have our scouts going through all the games and the games who were playing, the teams who were playing, we want to make sure that we get good feedback off them. And I'm sure it was a great opportunity for me. There was not many games that were called off for the virus, but it was great for us to go and watch a game, and Nance to go and watch Swindon, who we play obviously tomorrow. So it's refreshing when you go and watch them and you see the standards, see the levels, see where you're at. Every game's different, but it's games that we need to be taking in, make sure that we're learning every time we play these games and watch these games.
Obviously, another potential bonus is that the days ticked down for a few of the players who'd been isolating from exposure to COVID. Are they back in and around the group?
Yeah,
now?
they're back in. The first day was back. Well, they finished the jail sentence, if you like, on Saturday. They would have been available for Saturday if the game was on. They've trained with us yesterday, and they're training again today. They put a little bit more extra work in. But again, we've got to make sure now we keep these lads fully fit and away from people. And I've asked them, it's not nice and it's hard to, stay with your immediate family, but the outside of the family, you've got to just bring it a bit close together, so that we don't have a situation like that again. The likelihood of having something like that again, 50-50 really, aren't they? But we've just got to make sure we can do everything possibly can to make sure that we've got a fully fit squad.
Obviously, the government's obviously announced a second month-long lockdown over the weekend. Does that have much of an impact on the way you guys operate? I suppose there's fewer things you can do outside of work, but work stays the same, doesn't it?
It's a bonus that you can't go out and go to restaurants and places like that, because that's where you may pick the virus up, or pubs, and our lads can't do that at the moment because they've got loads of games coming and training every day. So nothing will change for us, Dan. I think for us, we've just got to make sure that we prepare right. Keep training the lads to the best we possibly can, keep coaching them, keep putting game plans together for games. Nothing changes. We're in our own little bubble as such. When we're in here, we're doing the work. Lads are getting off back to the apartments and their houses with the family and spending some time with them. So it's not great in terms of you can go out and socialise and whatnot, but it's been like that for a while. So all we've got to do is it gives us a little bit of an edge that we just solely focus on football and nothing else.
Back to the football, obviously at home on Saturday. Your home form during your time as manager has been outstanding. What do you put that down
to? Wanting to make it a fortress from day one. I think the minute we got here, I did say, and it's publicly out there on a short video we done. It was for Sky Bet that we don't want to lose many games here. We don't want to let anyone down, and that's not just me and my staff. Everyone associated, the fans who pay their hard-earned money when they're in here. And we've got to make this place that it is a fortress, because we don't want to lose many games, and the maths behind it, if you win your own games and you pick points away from home, it's guaranteed to have a good season, and that's always the aim. Plus it's a long way to come, isn't it? And a lot of teams don't like coming, but we have the same thing every other weekend. When we're away, we have to travel. We travel a different way. We'll go on the Friday train and stay over, as you well know. But again, we can't make sure. We've got to make sure that when you're at home, you're tough to beat and hard to beat, and that's certainly what we've been doing. You know, Swindon are coming here, they're in decent form, they've just beat Hull. They play the right brand of football, which is nice for us. They were our competitors last season. We drew with them at their place and they beat us at our place. So you know that's something the lads will be looking at as well. And it's going to be an exciting game, Dan, because Richie plays his football the same as us. And as you seen the other night when we played Doncaster, two good footballing teams locking horns. Hopefully we can get the win.
What's your kind of, I assume you've had Swindon watch and stuff over the last few games, what's your kind of view of how they're doing, how they're playing? Last time we played here, obviously it was 15,000 on New Year's Day. It was an incredible occasion. It's going to be very different this time, however way you look at it.
It is, yeah. Listen, I speak to Richie quite a bit. You know, he's a good lad and he's a good coach and manager, and he's doing a good job. He's got them up, and you know, it's different, in it, so different. The budgets that have come into effect now, and the salary cap, and I know he's got a lot of young lads and he's got a few injuries and whatnot, but it's the same up and down the country. A lot of teams and people, managers who we speak to up and down the leagues and up and down the country, they're all in the same boat. So, you know, Richie won't look for excuses, certainly won't we. And we're expecting a tough game then. Good football inside, we're going to come here and look to win. We've got to make sure that we don't allow that.
Final one from me, how are the squad looking at fitness? Any injury concerns?
No, all good. Lewis McLeod's out now, kicking a ball as well, which is good news for us. And then there's only Gaz, but every time I say that, something happens, doesn't it? So, but no, I think they're all in a good spot. The lads who obviously had 10 days jail or isolation, if you want to call it, have got a little bit of catching up to do. So we'll do that. But the good thing with that is we've got obviously FA Cup Saturday coming, and then we've got the last EFL Cup game here against Newport. So there'll be a few lads in there to get some minutes, and then hopefully we'll all be fully fit in the next 10 days.
Thanks for chatting. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.